9,000 people were employed by the more than 1,100 businesses in the burn zones. NBC4's Lolita Lopez live in Altadena with the story of a pair of business owners committed to rebuilding right there in their hometown. Lolita.
Michael and Colleen, just take a look behind me. These are some of the destroyed businesses here on Lake Avenue in Altadena. Right there behind me, that is where Rhythms of the Village once thrived. The owners saying that Altadena is home and here is where they will stay.
It's been a performing arts company for more than 30 years, but it opened up in Altadena in 2013. So we've been bringing the community together through multicultural festivals twice a year.
An Altadena staple along Lake Avenue, now down to piles of twisted metal and debris.
Really a new chapter.
Andrea McInnes and Emeka Chikora now work out of their Altadena home, which is still standing, unlike their business. Rhythms of the Village is part cultural market, community gathering place, music venue.
So for Altadena, it was the heartbeat, the pulse, of Altadena, and spreading communal awareness, us being together as one. Altadena is so diverse, so we were able to highlight that with our business and amplify it as being a black-owned business. We were renters there, so we have insurance. We're still working it out with them, to see what that's going to look like while making our claim.
At least 746 businesses like theirs were affected by the Eaton Fire last month, according to this report from the Los Angeles County Economic Development Corporation. The rebuilding process, according to the report, could take years. Permitting and supply chain issues among the major challenges.
Right now in Los Angeles, a lot of our construction worker, the entire workforce development pipeline, many of them are actually migrant workers as well. So if there are any policy changes from the national government, this can potentially change the way that we're able to quickly recover.
Emeka and Andrea are now working out of their home, mainly selling their Altadena sweatshirts and hats. How it all began when they opened the store in 2013.
Reminding people when they wear the hoodies, it's on their heart. When they wear the hat, it's on their mind. To always just keep Altadena, in their spirit, because we're going to need help for a long time.
Orders, they say, coming fast, especially after being featured on the Grammys.
And it wasn't until the village burned down that I found out how much it truly meant to the community.
This is behind-the-scenes video of the making of their feature story.
So now that's like a full-time job that we're doing now, is filling these orders. But prior to that, we started a free boutique at my father's house in Pasadena, where we just responded by wanting to give to the community.
We're still here is a huge element of what we're trying to put out right now.
We are still here, and we will bounce back in Altadena.
We have started to brainstorm on relocating in the west side of Altadena that is least impacted by the Eaton Fire. So trying to find a structure that's still standing. I feel like us springing back up will entice people or encourage people or give hope to our community that we must stay, we must return, and we must rebuild.
And they also hope that more resources go to local people to bring back and rebuild. And one last note about businesses, they are not part of the cleanup process, the free cleanup process from the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. Commercial businesses like these, they have to go through their insurance in order to clean up all this mess. In Altadena, Lolita Lopez, NBC4 News.